Alright, hey everyone, welcome back to another writing video. My name's Alyssa and this is my channel, She Writes Books. Let me just kind of recenter everything. I decided that I was in a more rustic mood, so I switched out of my Traveler's Company passport into this one. I could have used the brown one, but this one is from Traveler's Company, but this one's more rustic feeling. Wait. Yes. You can. So, I'm making this video because I decided, well, I don't really have anything else that I'm going to be doing for the rest of August, so might as well just film the writing update now so that I can get it ready for the 24th. So, my fiance, I just sent him the poetry collection. I'm feeling very scared that he's reading it. Because when it comes to the poetry, it just feels more like I don't even know if I'm writing it right. It's more so like free writing poetry. Um, it just seems more on a personal level, and he just asked if he can add notes to it or edit as he goes, and I just told him yes. But it's currently, I need my lock screen. So it's currently the 10th, and my best friend and her cute little family, that's her husband and her baby Anya, came into town for her brother's wedding. The last sibling in her family has gotten married, which is insane. I didn't go to the wedding, but I wish Ryan and his new wife all the best. It's so weird. Okay, now that's just hitting me even more. Like, I'm trying not to think about it because he's kind of like my little brother too. So it's uh, like after he got engaged and it was a church activity, I'm like, Brian, you're getting married. You're like my little brother too. Uh, it's just so weird that the last Cables in that family is now married. Anyways, I have my books here because I figured it's a writing episode, so why not to also share the books that I have. I have a short story collection, but it's not available. Or, well, it's not available in paperback. And then I have that one. Why not just add that in here because we're talking about poetry. So these are the three that I have written. This one is not ever going to be available because it's too personal for me personally to ever publish this book. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. um, I don't know if I did a video or not talking about it. I've been trying to film videos off and on, and have them ready to go for the whole month, and even like into the next month, just kind of pre-recording a bunch of videos because I have nothing to do, so why not set a schedule. Right now it's just kind of Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I don't know when this one, well, this is going up on the 24th, but I don't know what day that is. But the 24th is my writing update day, and I have a couple of things to update you on. I'm on chapter 3 of book 2 in this, but I figured, you know what, I'm not going to force myself too much to get this second book out. I'm just going to take my time with it, come to it when I want to come to it. Although I am afraid of kind of losing touch with the story and losing touch of Griffin, even though I've never lost touch with Griffin. It's just writing him after taking a long break it takes a while to get back into his head. And then, like I said, I have another poetry collection. I don't have a title for it at all. And I have 16 pages so far in the collection. 1 to 2 pages for each poem. And the thought of him reading it right now before he comes over later tonight, apparently. Um, nerve-wracking. Anyways, I don't have a title yet for this because I'm wanting to try and hit 40 poems and see where I am there and if I want to continue on with the story or not. So we'll just see. I haven't really been writing poems in here. I've just been journaling. One sec. Oh, he likes the poems. He's just adding some comments here and there. Okay, I'll respond to him after I film this. Okay, I told him that if I can get myself to share them with you, I won't be as shy to share them with him. Then I won't be as shy to share them with you, the readers. I don't know. Like, for me with poems, it just seems like a very personal thing whenever I write them because sometimes they come to me as songs. So, literally earlier, I was like, before I started filming this, I started writing one and I was singing it as a song. Now, I will never do that when I do any of like poetry recitings, but on here, if I do them, but yeah, it's just a little nerve-wracking because he's the first person to read any of these poems. And I had also written one pretty much for him in this collection. So yeah, this is just me kind of freaking out because I decided to film this right after I sent him that email. So, the next thing that I have confuses my mom with the title of the story. And when I told her the title, I'm like, okay, don't worry, I do have an explanation for the title. Because she's like, what the heck does that even mean? And even a few minutes later, when we were done talking about my book, she's like, see, I'm still confused about your title from a little bit ago. So I'm kind of like, do I want to share the title now? But I'm only 2 pages in, and this title is not going to be changing. So I might save it, but I do have a new ghost story that it might be a ghost story, it might not be. The way that my head is kind of playing it out like a movie, it's very confusing for me to even know what the heck the story even is. So I do have to write it down, and I've been wanting to write it today, but I haven't been, my mind's not been wanting to sit down and write. I've just been wanting to watch YouTube videos and just kind of let my mind explore or just take a break from thinking. And I'm going to get to writing that this week because it's very intriguing. And I've had this since the middle of last week, like this idea. And what's funny is I had titled chapter 1 after I finished writing the first page and a little bit of the second page because I'm like, oh, if I want to make sure I can go back to this, I need to save it so under a title. So I decided to name the chapter after 2 words in the first sentence. And then I also named the document that, but then I came up with more of the title for the document and the story in general. And then once the title fell into place and once I looked up the definition of one of the words, I'm like, oh my gosh, and it was like fireworks going off in my head, you know? Um, you know that feeling when everything comes into place once you realize what the meaning of the title is? If you're that person that comes up with the title before you continue on with the story, with the first draft, and so it makes me more excited to write this story. I'm talking a lot with my hands, but I'm not even My hands aren't even in the frame. Anyways, I'm very excited for this story and for this poetry collection and for book 2. I want to work on book 2 as well as this, and I have a couple other things to do that aren't writing related this week. But besides that, I'm going to kind of just focus on book 2 and this book with the title that confuses my mom greatly, but it gives me joy that it confuses her. So, with that said, I hope you guys are looking forward for the new poetry collection. So far, I have it as Poems Summer 2020, and it's kind of like how I'm going to do this. So if it goes into fall and winter, I may not publish it by like the end of the year. It just depends on how I'm feeling with the collection, because I may almost just post it as an ebook or publish it as an ebook. But those are just my thoughts for right now. Who knows? At the end of the month, I may hit that 40 poems, because I can write like a few poems / songs within like an hour or a day. Just depends on what I want to write about. If I have like the inspiration there, and whatever else it I need to have that inspiration to write like 12 in a row. So these are the ones that I have out currently, along with that short story collection, She's Here. And this is how you can find me down below. I love that font, and I'm glad that I went with that. Anyways, I think that is all that I really wanted to tell you guys. Not much for this August writing monthly update, but hopefully I can have more in September to tell you. Like, I don't know, getting one project done would be nice, but it doesn't work like that all the time, so it's little baby steps here and there. Writing and everything is just baby steps right now. So, I hope you guys are doing well and that your writing is going well, and let me know how you're doing in the comments down below. Thank you for the love in the last video and the support. I really needed to hear that. And I've been just kind of rereading those comments because they're really, really sweet. And I'm glad I have really sweet viewers. And thank you for continuing to watch my channel. If you are new, don't forget to comment down below and like and subscribe. I also wanted to mention that I thought it would be fun to change up my YouTube channel. So I changed it to Shiva Shea Writes because I didn't like having the books there anymore. So I also changed the profile photo to my book as well as my journal there because it's the first passport. So I figured my baby passport should be in there. And then I also changed it to the character art of Griffin, which I kind of love how it looks on here. And I love that it makes up here green because I hated the orange color. And the reason that it was orange was because I had that, I don't know what you call it, but I might fiddle around with the channel art a bit more. I might look at Canva, but that's something that I decided to just try and do, and I needed a new profile photo anyways because the one that I had of me with my journal in front of me was from when I started my channel, so I was like, I need to change like everything. So I hope you guys like that. I don't know. I love just having my character there. And I feel like if I have Ash do a new character from a new story, that I think I'll have him do a character art, and then when he sends it to me, when she sends words, When Ash sends it to me, I was looking at Griffin and thinking of him while talking about Ash. And I'm just very confused right now. I'm just gonna scrap everything I was trying to say and say goodbye. So, thank you so much for watching. This is what the new channel looks like. Wait, what does it look like when I go sideways? Oh, you can see it more. You can see him more. I love that. Okay. There we go. Those are my works. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone. Happy writing.